Now, Isaiah Sharp with the Idaho News 6 forecast.
Well, I highlighted the temperatures earlier. Really nice conditions here in the Gem State. But when it comes to the skies, I would have preferred, and I'm assuming most people would have liked the clouds to break at some point. We had a couple of scattered showers on top of that, too, and the cloud coverage kind of still rolling up to this point. 55 the current temperature from downtown Boise. Very light wind on top of that, too. But here's kind of the larger picture of the story of the day. A lot of cloud coverage, some scattered showers mixed in there. Pretty clear conditions up to this point when it comes to those showers. Maybe a couple of scattered off to the west of us. But lots and lots of cloud coverage, which is not the best. I wouldn't prefer it. But when it comes to the warmer temperatures and the clearer skies, we don't have to wait long. Tomorrow, we're expecting some really great conditions. As you can see, Washington and Oregon not seeing too much activity right now. And that high pressure ridge, which is per usual, is going to move on in, bring in some really nice clear conditions and some warmer temperatures too. So let's take a look at it. All this rain right here going to be disappearing and some really nice warm conditions going to be moving into the Gem State. I'll actually just step out of the way so you can see the larger picture of the map. Really great conditions as that ridge starts to move on in and the warmer temperatures follow it too. The only problem is this is Friday, and going into Saturday, not looking too great as we've got a low pressure system that's off of the coastline that is set to move on in, replacing this, bringing in some thunderstorm activity. Take a look as a majority of the Pacific Northwest, California, Oregon, Washington, yes, Idaho on top of that too. The morning time might look a little bit better as the system starts to track in and that high pressure ridge moves out of the way, but expecting some afternoon thunderstorms to move on in. The National Weather Service saying after about 12 o'clock is when we should expect some thunderstorm activity to pass on through. Going into Sunday, even more activity is expected, more prominently over the top of Utah and Nevada. We're going to pay attention to what's going to happen on Sunday because the further away this low pressure system gets, as it started over the top of California, now moving to southern Nevada and over the top of parts of Arizona even, it's going to move a bit further away, and you can see very light bits of showers over the top of Boise. So Sunday, potential of lighter chances expected when it comes to showers. Saturday, though, that's when this system is going to prominently move on in, making its presence known into the Pacific Northwest. And then on Sunday, going to be moving a bit further south. Unfortunately, not the best news for your weekend, but some good news over the next couple of days, so let's focus on that right now. Nice conditions are expected. Some overcast probably to start out the day, but then clear skies are expected to move on in. Those temperatures breaking into the 70s for the North Treasure Valley and upper 60s across the port. So really great conditions are expected for our Wednesday. Nice conditions up into the western central mountains too. 50s over in McCall and Cascade, 60s almost everywhere else. A couple of 70s over in Cambridge and in Riggins. Taking a look at that extended forecast for the McCall area. Nice warm up going into Friday. Not going to last long, unfortunately. Decent chance of showers and thunderstorms on Saturday. Some more showers going into Sunday and Monday. And the Treasure Valley is going to be feeling that as well. So just prepare for it. Temperatures, like I mentioned, almost feeling summer-like going into Friday. A couple of clouds are going to be sticking around on Wednesday, but sky's going to clear absolutely beautifully going into Thursday and Friday. Unfortunately, that is during our work week, and the weekend's not looking too hot. 70% chance of thunderstorm activity going into Saturday. Some more chances of showers on Sunday, but for us going into the start of the next work week, we're going to see a little bit more clear conditions on the way. So get out, enjoy Thursday and Friday. Sad to report your Saturday, Sunday going to have some showers on the way.